Hello, Ice here, Tales of Berseria. Oh yeah, we're about to fight Melchior.
Show him how.
Oh, that expedition didn't bring back stuff for what our current auto cook was. Did I not send them on the correct expedition? Or was I going for this?
I have no idea.
Anyway. Let's see, soy sauce, dried fish, tuna. Oh wait, dried fish is an ingredient. It's tuna and soy sauce. What dish am I collecting ingredients for? This one. I picked the wrong place, apparently. Anyway, fighting Melchior, we've wasted enough time. Next time the expedition comes back, though, I'll have to choose the area I actually meant to choose. Fine tempering powder, nice. Just thinking there might be like an herb or cat's chest over there. It was a suspicious spot on the map.
The four elemental Empyreans are the beings that maintain the balance and harmony between earth, water, wind, and fire. Have you even stopped to think about why they sleep? About what waking them will do to this world's order?
Not really. I don't much care.
They sleep because of arrogant, insolent wretches like you. The Empyreans derive their power and that of their blessings from the prayers of the pure at heart. But humans became corrupted and neglected their prayers. The forgotten Empyreans drifted into slumber.
Human prayers are the source of their power? Just like the Malachim.
Are you trying to say Innominat blesses someone when he eats their soul?
As the fifth Empyrean, Innominat's purpose is to eat human souls, malevolence and all, and to wipe the slate clean. When all mankind is once again pure as a newborn babe, the elemental Empyreans can be safely revived.
You want to wipe the slate? But that means...
Yes, civilization will crumble. The spread of malevolence, the cleansing of Innominat, the cycle has repeated countless times over the eons. That is why human civilization rises and falls. But if this continues, humanity will never surpass a certain threshold. Thus, the Abbey will control Innominat's power, so that we may guide humanity into a new, better era.
It all makes sense now. You developed the art of armatization to control Innominat.
And in order to create the Armatus, you needed the technology found in Siegfried, didn't you?
So that's why you got Ifried involved in all of this.
Just as light cannot exist without darkness, no great achievement comes without sacrifice. Even I must be made tribute for the sake of our ideal world!
No, you don't!
Eisen, stop! I told you, he's a crafty old buzzard.
I should have known it wouldn't be that simple.
Demi Melchior, weak to wind. person type. Resistant to water and earth. So neutral to fire. So hybrid wind fire is fine. And, see, I don't already have a wind setup, do I? This looks like it was a fire setup, but it's being co-opted. See, I also still haven't learned an anti-person art, have I? Besides the break soul. Yeah, okay. We'll just look for more wind icons. Did it. I found wind icons. I'm good at this game.
You've fallen so far, Maggie-Lonica.
I'm Maggie-Lonica no longer! I am the evil witch, Maggie-Lou!
Having that movement on the third hit is actually pretty convenient. Also, Eleanor, with all of her arts being wind, or not arts, but specifically Moloch arts. Which sometimes the game does just call arts, to be fair. Oh, Aizen didn't have enough. Or no, I was still holding up and... Okay, I get it. I was supposed to hold down next if I wanted to chain 3 of those together. Anyway, Spell Absorber should be pretty good here. Although I don't know if he actually officially casts spells. Yeah, that didn't do anything. I just wasted a soul. Excuse me? Alright, don't position myself near my allies. Alright, he's dead. Not sure if there was a way to prevent that. Like, maybe Aizen would interrupt it if he was present, or maybe you need Aizen and Magilou because they're both significant. Or maybe you just need to tank it. Alright. And, see, I need to get Magilou out of the party, I think. I didn't actually intend for her to be the one that was in after my Mystic Arts, but I screwed up the chain. Oh boy. I think I might actually need to fill Eleanor's health more before trying to raise more people. I don't want to, like, run out of life bottles. Alright. What if I restore 2 blast gauge to Magilou with one of those things? Arcane bottle. I don't know how valuable these things are, but, like... I needed Aizen in. Oh no. That just, like, kills someone outright. That's what, 4,000 damage? Nobody I have stands up to that. Items on cooldown. Oh, but you have the revive spell. I just need to keep you away from Melchior. Wait. Somebody else did a revive. Also, Yeah, that's quickness. 90 soul gauge cost, wow. Alright. Anyway, what, like, actual arts do you have? We'll set it up on the X button. Let's see, the enemy resists Earth. Mirage is fine, though. Fire is neutral. Less throws. Wind glance. Oh, that's a spell. It's probably fine at the end of a combo, though. Are you just gonna chase around whoever I'm controlling directly? Oh, the stun! Okay, so he does sometimes cast spells that actually go through a cast animation. So maybe keeping Magilu in would have been a good idea. Collect that soul. Just continuing this, because big damage. And I can't be killed as long as I'm in Therianized state. Also, I keep getting souls back. Alright, Velvet's a pretty good character. Yeah, losing control of a battle against casters is just bad for your health. I know I'm going down to 2 souls, but, like, he's dead. Used a lot of items, but, we did it.
Oh, were I only 100 years younger?
100? He's used an oath to add years to his life. Centuries, even.
Is that what you call rational? Sounds like an obsession.
I've said the same thing thousands of times. If it were my choice, I'd have let myself die naturally long ago. But did he not say? Man can turn reason into disorder, but also can we surpass it? Our true power is in transcending the possible to achieve the ideal.
So were the words of the exorcist Claudin.
They were foolish.
Think what you will. I'll show you the truth of his words.
You think illusions will work on us now?
Not in the least. But it bought me enough time to finish my art.
The music kind of drowned him out.
Are you trying to set off the volcano?
You'll die too!
As long as I take the Lord of Calamity with me, I have no regrets. That's because I follow reason.
Shouldn't you have capitalized that? Oh, get owned!
Oh! How dare you insult Claudin's ideal soul!
Hey, Master. Emotions are a real pain. aren't they?
Stumbled because he wouldn't step on the flower, as we observed earlier. Prior to climbing the mountain. At least I think that's what happened.
Do it now! You're damn right I do! Hey, Empyreans! The Lord of Calamity is here! Sweat the hell off!
Earth Pulsey. And that's the last thing I've seen in the game, I'm pretty sure. Or maybe I finished seeing this scene too.
What was that?
The elemental Empyreans have awoken.
We are free. We will no longer be your tools.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen that.
What's happening?
.74 grade. 8 KOs. Of course, for the first 4 KOs, the enemy slows down slightly each KO it gets. Although the effect is diminished because I'm playing on a higher difficulty. And it goes away entirely on the last 2 difficulties, I believe. Yeah, level ups all around.
You saved us, Mogilu. Thanks. If you hadn't thrown Melchior off balance, we'd all be dead.
I settled my own affairs. Nothing more. But if you want to thank me, I accept gifts.
I take it back.
He couldn't hurt those flowers. Was that his oath?
No. That old fool loved flowers more than anything else. Far more than he did any living human. That's all there was to it.
I suppose even a legate can never fully control his heart.
Same goes for a witch. Sometimes living can be the hardest affliction. Have the 4 elemental Empyreans awakened?
Who knows? But anything that would sleep through that isn't worth our time.
Better watch your mouth or they'll smite you. I can feel a shift in Inominat's domain.
Yeah. All 4 of them have awoken. Inominat has been pushed out from the Earth pulses.
Humanity's amplified resonances will diminish, and many Malachim will regain their free will. The Exorcists will likely lose a good chunk of their forces.
Eleanor, have you lost your ability to fight too?
Sorry to disappoint, but I can still see you. Evil demons, Malachim, and witches alike.
You know where he is.
I can feel him. His body has left the Earth pulses. He's somewhere above the Empyrean's throne now. Artorias is with him. However, Inominat is pushing back against the other Empyreans with incredible force.
If the 4 are defeated, we'll lose our last chance. No time to waste.
Let's go. It's time to end this.
Yeah.
At what level was Melchior? I checked only his resistances. Alright. So that says Dream Herring Balsamic Vinegar. Didn't I send them? Where did I send them? Okay, I want twin shark and lemon. But yeah, I actually sent them... Maybe I was fine with this dish. I'm all mixed up now. Dream herring with balsamic vinegar. Yeah, that's fine.
Show him how I...
Alright. Save seems in order. Wouldn't want to do that fight again. Did this chest respawn while I was up there? It's marked on the map, which means I've found it before. Okay, you're mastering that. HP recovery on defeating foes plus 80? Or plus 800? Okay, 80. I figured it probably wasn't 800. Let's see. I guess I could use a bottle, but did it put us at the bottom of the mountain? Yeah, okay. Oh wait, there's a skit.
The mountain doesn't appear to be erupting. Or doing anything else, really. I'd say that's a relief.
Were Melchior's claims only a bluff?
I'm not convinced. Most of his threats had as much truth in them as he could muster.
With the 4 Empyreans revived, the land is awakened. Changes in the Earth that once took eons will now happen in a few hundred years.
A few hundred years?
The mountain will erupt, but not for a long while.
A long while to a human, maybe. But compared to the history of the land, it'll be a blink of an eye.
But Innominat is the Empyrean of suppression. Who can say what will happen when we kill him? Well, it's not like I care anyway.
I think we should care.
Melchior sure was strong, wasn't he?
Yeah. If it weren't for Magilu's help, we wouldn't have stood a chance.
But you saw the opening she gave us and took it.
Did you want to be the one to finish him off?
If it mattered to me, I'd have fought him alone. We all had our reasons to fight him. The opportunity just happened to be yours. That's all there is to it.
I understand.
If Melchior had only manipulated Ifrid for personal reasons, then that would be settled now. But he was acting based on his idea of reason. That creating a world without malevolence was worth the cost of destroying people's free will. Ifrid won't be avenged until I destroy that very philosophy.
Your business with the Abbey isn't done.
Not even close. You all could just sit around twiddling your thumbs, and I'd still take the heads of Artorias and Innominat on my own. If you want to be the ones to finish them off, you'll have to beat me to it.
You're on.
I'll fight with everything I've got. That's all I can do.
That's plenty.
I really don't mean to pry, but I've gotta know. Does it feel good to pinch all those souls out from your stomach?
That's kind of a gross way of putting it.
I have to agree with Velvet. The way you put it sounds so inappropriate.
I'm pretty sure that was her point.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Why so cranky? I was only asking to see if you were getting hungry or not.
Then ask that in the first place.
Are you? Hungry, that is.
I do feel hungry, now that you mention it, but I don't think it has to do with losing those souls.
Then why is it?
Maybe my appetite is increasing as Innominat's suppression weakens.
Yeah, I'm suddenly feeling hungry myself.
My stomach could start growling at any moment.
I have been thinking of nothing but delicious things to eat for a while now.
I bet Magilu only brought it up because she's feeling peckish herself.
No, that's not the reason at all.
That settles it then. When we get back to the ship, you can take guard duty while we eat.
I'll make a quiche and pudding.
I'll cook up some pinyon and tomato stew.
Ooh, I'd love to try your cooking, Madam Eleanor. Let's get back to the ship.
Getting all fired up about food. I would never... I would kill for a big bowl of sweet Kalegian-style borscht!
Then go find me some peaches.
Why peaches?
Because you can't have Kalegian borscht without peach pie for dessert.
We've found quite a few geotrees so far. I feel like I've run 3 marathons
Oh, yeah.
back to back. I'm sorry, Bienfu. That's okay. All this exercise is making me nice and buff. You're right. You don't look any different, but when I touch you, I definitely feel muscles. I bet I could even take down Aizen and Rokuro with a single well-placed hit. I'm not so sure, but okay.
Bienfu, I know we're placing a heavy burden on you with all this geoboard business, and I'm sorry for that. But we really appreciate it. You've been truly helpful.
Aw, Madam Eleanor, you're too sweet. You're nothing like that mean old Miss Magilou.
Oh, he's about to get
How are you
owned.
coping with your fatigue?
I'm kind of not, actually. In fact, I don't think I'll ever recover. Unless you give me a nice massage, Madam Eleanor.
I think I can manage that.
Whoa.
I didn't think that actually worked.
I'm quite good at working out those pressure points. I can really grind the butt of my spear in just the right spots and have you feeling refreshed in no time. But I have to warn you, it might hurt a little bit.
What? You know what? Never mind. I'm good. You don't have to push so hard. Okay, that is refreshing, but ow, 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 ow.
So I thought Magilou was gonna show up and do something, but I guess that works. So I wouldn't mind buying some life bottles. I think my gels are still in decent supply? Yeah, I have at least 7 of each. I guess... Wait, how many life bottles did I use? 8? So I should still have 7, but like... With how I can be killed outright, those are sort of the first line of defense. Oh yeah, also I think after that scene about being hungry, if somebody has level 20 cooking, you can have them cook and get an extra skit. Because I sometimes check my progress using the skit guide, because it's actually relatively spoiler-free.
To help you guys out.
We could certainly use it. How are things back in the city?
I came here from Helives, so I don't know how far the suppression has progressed. But I can tell you that the Abbeys designated the area north of Helives as a Class 4 administrative zone.
Which means they've pulled their forces out of the area.
What about the people of Melchior?
Everyone got out safe and sound, although they did petition for the extermination of the Lord of Calamity.
Of course.
I say we make this town our new hideout. When else are we ever gonna find a hideout that comes with hot springs?
That's a good idea. We should leave Kamoana and the others here.
Dial, could you stay and help them out?
As if you even had to ask.
Well, that's surprisingly reliable for you, Dial.
Hey, that hurts. Now get going already. Benwick and the crew are making preparations in Helives right now.
He presumably wants to stay around the hot springs.
Hey, Rokuro, how'd the showdown with your brother turn out?
I killed him.
Animated dial sprite?
But I couldn't break Stormhowl.
Is that because Stormhowl was an even stronger sword than Kuragane's?
No. Even with Shigure's full strength behind it, Stormhowl didn't even leave a nick in Kurogane's blade. If I didn't have this sword, I'd be dead now. I think I just couldn't break Stormhowl because I'm still too inexperienced.
But you won the match, didn't you?
Yeah, but only by combining my techniques with Kurogane's craftsmanship.
If that's the case, then as long as you're wielding it, that sword is Stormquell. After all, Kuragane's sword did quell the Godblade's raging storm.
Do you think Kurogane would agree?
Are you kidding? You know how stubborn that guy is. He'd just say he'd forge something even stronger the next time. And that's why I say you shouldn't be satisfied with how you are either, Rokuro.
I know. I'll find even stronger opponents to cut down. By my hand, Kurogane's Stormquell will become even more legendary than Stormhowl ever was.
That's the spirit! Show him what we demons can do!
Yeah, I guess I'll take a few conversations around town and then split the
A
part.
merchant friend who works with the Abbey told me about this one weird Class 4 island. Some exorcist went there, and when they came back, they were laid up in bed, having awful nightmares and saying strange things in their sleep.
What sort of things?
Stuff like the walls moving and attacking them. fairies flying in front of them. All kinds of weird.
Couldn't those just be demons they saw there?
Hey, I ain't done. Towards the end, they were talking about not wanting to see people's backs, that they hated them.
They hated backs? What could that mean?
I don't know. That's what makes it so strange.
Maybe they saw the back of some demon on the island and they don't want to be reminded.
Your guess is as good as mine. But if you do decide to go, you'd best watch your backs.
Wish it would tell me the creature type that was linked to. Because I just got 2 zones, didn't I? Or no, I think one was just the story area being marked as class 4. Ew.
Hey, teacher. You managed to decipher what the ancient book had to say about Inominat's awakening, didn't you?
Right after we escaped from Titania, yes. I'm just sorry it wasn't of much use to you.
Oh, come on, Grim. I'd say it turned out all right.
That's not for you to decide.
You're not seriously blaming Grim for all that.
No, I'm not. But I'd still like to know anything more specific about Inominat.
Please, tell us what you've learned.
All right. What Inominat needs to fully awaken isn't a large quantity of malevolence, but rather the quality of it, in 8 types. Specifically, he needs despair, hatred, greed, conceit, lust, obsession, cowardice, and selfishness.
If each was assigned to a single Therian, then Velvet would be hatred and Kamawana greed, right?
Medusa would be conceit. Teresa is lust. And Orthrus, obsession?
And cowardice for Griffin. That leaves the Rhino Stagros with selfishness.
But Artorius was trying to steal despair from me. How does that fit in? 8 types of malevolence and only 7 Therians. It definitely doesn't add up. Whatever the case, it seems obtaining this 8th malevolence is the final obstacle before Inominat's full awakening.
I see. That would certainly explain Artorius' behavior. His plan was to foster profound hatred within Velvet, before plunging her into despair.
And he used her brother to do it.
If that's true, gathering all the Therians served a greater purpose. Right now, the Abbey has no means to collect despair.
But with Teresa dead, shouldn't a new Therian have taken her place?
Yeah, but after we killed her, the Abbey still went out of their way to try to capture me. That must mean they haven't been able to secure the new Therian. And even if they did, it wouldn't have despair.
That's a good point. Artorius spent 3 long years trying to foster the despair within you. If that is indeed the specific type of malevolence Inominat needs, it must not be something one can find overnight.
Right. We need to attack while there's still time. Indeed. Yet...
Is something troubling you?
Yes. It comes down to the very idea of quality where malevolence is concerned. When you talk about the relative quality of something, what you're really talking about is its purity. That would mean that Therians pick out and devour this pure malevolence.
Yeah.
But malevolence by its very nature is impure. Therefore, for some person or creature to become a Therian, they'd need to be responsive to a purity of impurity. Surely few could ever meet such a stringent criterion.
So we don't need to worry so much?
Oh, but I think I know someone who fits that description. Perhaps a certain succession of top exorcists who have tried to suppress and purify the spread of malevolence.
You don't mean...
It's just a concern. For now, at least.
Uh-huh. Well, let's split the part and then do a part 2, I guess. So, yeah. See ya!